going to do something a little bit different. We're going to talk about how dead the world of cryptocurrency YouTube is and why that might be. And it isn't just to do with price action, by the way. Now, yes, altcoin's boring, retail investment is dead, but there still should be some sort of things to talk about, to discuss, to have as content that we should hopefully be able to enjoy. I've found over the last 12 months, I'm struggling to find what I like to talk about, what to do on YouTube. And you've probably noticed I've been fluttering around with different ideas. I think I've stumbled upon one now for every single Wednesday to talk about the market sentiment, to talk whether it's bullish, bearish, risk on, risk off, the data behind the numbers and why you should be in a position or not in a position, so to speak. I'm not doing that today because nothing's happened over the last 2 weeks. I was ill last week, so there's no video. And realistically, throughout that time period, nothing's happened. So I think this topic is more appropriate. Now, I don't think that cryptocurrency is dead. I don't think that Bitcoin's just going to go to zero or all the altcoins are going to vanish. I just think that the passengers, the tourists have basically vanished. That's fine. We don't want them. We want to buy cryptocurrency at the best possible opportunities to sell at the best possible prices in the future for obvious reasons. Now, this is why, as I say, I've stumbled upon, well, my cryptocurrency dashboard, it's all to do with risk on, risk off data, the numbers. I'm going to make that even better as time progresses, alongside with some indicators and hopefully help you be on the right side of the market. But it's good in one way because people won't see it when the prices are dead. But we kind of need to explain a couple of reasons why maybe the previous bull markets have destroyed cryptocurrency YouTube and X and all these kind of stuff now. But I'm not going to go too deep. I don't want to I just want to look at what's kind of in front of us in terms of the data and the numbers and the information, because I think that's important. But if you do like this sort of thing, please do obviously like the video, subscribe and comment what your thoughts are, because I know there's a couple of people who've been around for a while. I know who you are by name. I often comment and reply to your comment, and there's also Patreon members and stuff like that. But realistically, we've got to think long term. We can't just think of the past all the time. But as I say, and I will be making huge reference points to the past, that is a big problem for why we have issues. But let's go to the screen first, because what I've done here, and if you don't know this, I've got a second channel. I talk more about personal UK finance. Okay, I know, boring. Stock market, stocks and shares, ISAs, SIPs, all that kind of stuff. And I'm going to showcase the differences between the two kind of sides of the coin here. This is the crypto side, right? This is a cryptocurrency hashtag on YouTube. It's available for free. You can look at this at any point. And you can see, right, what blows my brains is the fact that there's 5.9 million videos, but there's over, well, nearly 600,000 channels. You can all see the type of content and how much content there is. Crypto Sensei, right? I have no idea who you are, but you've done a video 5 hours ago, and you did a video 8 hours ago. There's all kinds of videos here. This Levi one as well, 16 hours ago. It's all the same stuff. And that's what I think, personal opinion, is going to hurt the market, because it's crap. And how many people are tuning into the extra content that you're going to get? Now, let me just have a little look at this channel here, right? And as I say, it's probably a big old live stream cut up into many, many different segments, right? And again, you know, how much content do you need to put out realistically? That is a lot. So we're talking 5 hours, 8 hours, 11 hours, 18 hours. Like, I just could not be able to at all keep up with that amount of stuff. The thing is now, with the world of cryptocurrency, YouTube and stuff like that, the video view count has dropped so much, therefore revenue's dropped, and people do have to keep up. I've seen so many content creators having to do so much content out there. Now, let's talk about Bitcoin. Similar, 528,000 channels, 5.7 million views. Not as, you could probably argue, not as crazy. There's some more obvious content creators here, you know, Coin Bureau, for example, The Wolf of Wall Street, Anthony. You know, you get the idea. It's a bit better to look at that thumbnail as the same thumbnail thing for like the last 10 years now from Crypto Love. If you know, you know. But yeah, you kind of get the idea, but there's still like, yeah, there's a lot of channels. And let's talk about the other side of it. So as I say, I do UK-based investing, okay? It's not, I wouldn't say it's niche. It's the UK is a big country, with a lot of many companies you can buy into and all, you get the idea. But there's only 2,500 videos in this hashtag with 804 channels, which is crazy. Again, if you want to go a little bit deeper, Personal Finance UK, 860 channels, 3,000 videos. And if you want to go a little bit deeper to the biggest and broadest bit of investing ever, in terms of the word investing, there's still less cryptocurrency. There's still less in the cryptocurrency hashtag, which blows my socks, basically. And even some of these have crypto related channels within them. So it's absolutely mad to think how cryptocurrency has become such a big thing in the world of YouTube. Now, if I just put in on YouTube here, crypto, right, you can see here that competition, yeah, medium, average views, average subscribers, all this kind of stuff. This is just random, but currently right now, and this is the thing, you will see very, very clearly that the view count is incredibly low for everyone, myself included, everyone. There's only a couple of like content creators realistically that have done well over the bear market. Probably Benjamin Cohen's probably the most obvious one who's done well. But most people have done pretty bad. And you can look, Discover Crypto, 1.39 million. 9 hours ago, that was uploaded, 2,500 views. That is low. Even Altcoin Daily, you're talking 52,000 views 4 days ago. 1.6. The view count is awful. But this all comes down to the simplistic element of, well, it's just the boring bear market, isn't it? Yeah, well, yeah. But when you think as well, there's that many channels, there's that much choice, that much information. If content creators are putting out 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos every single week, or even more in some cases, it's going to become a problem. And when we talk about, sideways price action, I get it. It's boring, I know. But those fake altcoin pumps, those low comments, those low confidence, that repeating bottoming videos, people are just going to get bored and they're just not going to watch anymore. And I've seen it with my own channel. I've seen it with my Patreon member. People just don't want to do it. They don't have the time anymore. They're interested in other things. They may actually have gone to the other market, which is mental in a way when you think of what it used to be back in the day. So it is just the same situation where, it's quite damaging. It's boredom. There's too much choice. There's too much information. And people just probably don't care. And the reason why we see video, I think, on the screen as here, we see this type of content is because it actually attracts people. The AI thumbnails, the bearish fear mongering, the really bullish content to try and get people in. It's because that works on YouTube. But as a cryptocurrency content creator, you have to be different. You have to be quite exciting. I'm not. I'm fucking boring as shit. And I don't get that kind of, I don't want to like rope people into a video idea that isn't really for me. And that's probably why I'm more suited to the personal finance side than I am here. And if you follow my other YouTube channel, which is called Your Money Mate, you'll see that it's doing way better than this channel with not many subscribers. It's like, okay, that's very interesting. But as I say, right, we talk about the past and we talk about 2021. Well, we had lockdown boredom, didn't we? We had stimulus money, the NFT world, the metaverse world, all that kind of stuff, and the meme coin mania. And everyone was talking about the $1,000, $100,000 challenges. And that happened in real life for a lot of people, myself included. Like the amount of stuff that I bought back in the day, and I bought really, really low Cardano. I bought Polkadot at the best possible times when it did really well. I bought all kinds of stuff that did fantastic and made me a lot of money. That's great. But people joined into that ballroom quite late and then continued to go in with it and get blown up by the old lengthening cycle malarkey. But again, we talk about previous situations, like comparing it to today, the prices haven't gone low enough. I don't think. It's boring. Many people have been burnt. There's that much dilution in the altcoin market. You talk about the emissions in the altcoin market. It's too heavy. Every single altcoin has emissions. It's all bollocks. It's all like inflation models. It's like there's no interest. There's no volume. There's too many altcoins, and guess what? They're just bleeding out. And it's a slow bleed. It's not even a deathly bleed. It's a slow bleed. It's horrible. And again, that adds to the boredom. So many institutions are just looking at Bitcoin realistically with the ETF inflows, and people want to have a bit of excitement, and more excitement right now is in the S&P 500. It's in the Nasdaq. It's in, fucking hell, the All World Fund, for example. It's gone crazy. And when we talk about all these AI stocks and data centers that I was a part of at one point, they've all done fantastic. In crypto, what's crypto done? Well, nothing. Because in crypto YouTube terms, the idea was you're going to beat the entire market within 6 months. You're going to get rich and you're going to have Lamborghinis. Some people got that, but most people that got that had products. They had, teams. They had a token, and the teams got wealthy, but the people who were watching and consuming the content just got sold on. And when you rinse, repeat, you all get blown up. And as an investor myself, I've got blown up many, many times. That's just the reality of it. But that was a narrative. but it's obviously changed, hasn't it? But I don't think cryptocurrency YouTube in sense is dead. I just think the content has to change. I just think it's lazy. I think people want quick information, very, very fast, digestible content. But obviously, the world of AI and news outlets can give you that anyways versus a video. The problem we have with the likes of YouTube now, people can just download tools and they'll just get a transcript of the video, get it read out to them very, very quickly, or they'll do a summary. So they're not actually consuming the content neither. That is the problem as well. We can talk about quite openly. Like, people just don't care. I would put a YouTube video on and put it in my Discord, and someone will go, "I can't bother watching that. Can you give me like a little bit of a roundup?" It's like, what? No, watch the fucking video, mate. At the end of the day, that's the reality of it. Because the amount of content that they consume, and they want to get those quick signals, it's just no longer there. So that's why it's a problem. But what still should be realistically valuable is cryptocurrency cycle education, risk management, dominance analysis. Realistically, real portfolio and trading decisions should still be a very much a key thing for people to learn and understand. Honest market psychology, no bullshit approach about market updates, but it's all bollocks. It's all like clickbait news and like, oh, this is what's going to happen, but you don't actually see it from a lot of content creators' perspective, which is why I'm doing the DCA challenge on my platform, which is why I talk about it in my Patreon. People just don't care. If I did this on YouTube, I know people just don't care. Oh my God, you're doing a DCA challenge on Bitcoin. You're putting $60 or £60 a week every single Sunday. This is really boring. People just don't care. Even though there's like $18,000 in there now over the course of time, people just don't care. It's absolutely frightening. But when we talk about myself here a little bit, this is why I'm doing fewer videos. I don't really care anymore. Like, I don't want to do 6-7 videos a week. No, that would kill me. I would rather do a video that I care about once a week, where it's focusing on the real life data, less noise, information you need, the psychology, the market context, because I care about that. I want that to be a thing. I want to be able to build up that picture, and it'd be a really good bit of content that will be like, right, sweet, that'll keep me in check for this week. That's good. And any additional stuff I do on Patreon, and like little bits of request analysis or Q&As, whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, right, I want to build, like, as I say, a data platform that will allow you to see what is happening in a real simplistic way. So you can go, oh, I should probably take some profit now. Oh, I should probably buy this dip now. Oh, I should, get the idea. So stuff like that is probably going to be very, very important moving forward versus a reaction to the news or a thumbnail. Oh, I'm going to ship it. So don't do that. I've also added a link in my description to this exchange, right? So the reason why, I know, love it or hate it, everyone loves an exchange these days, but people get bored in this market. And I've said this before, you can trade, if you so wish, you don't have to, by the way, you can trade all of these fancy assets that you've probably heard of before. And that's the thing, stocks, precious metals, pre-IPOs and stuff like that. People are getting very excited about this market. So why not use your cryptocurrency skills to actually genuinely trade and have a bit of fun with them? You don't have to, obviously leverage is risk, but why not? Just putting a point out there. So if you are like on board of crypto, oh, I like the stock market. How do I do this? Oh, I know what I do. I'll just use the existing systems. It's probably the most easiest way to do it. But yeah, link below, jump in. But the opportunity, as I say, right, we could talk about the bear market lows, the tourists have left, the comments are low, the thumbnails have stopped working, all that kind of stuff. But if the price, and you should know this anyways in terms of any of my analysis that you may have watched, there will be a price that will be right for you to buy the next best bit of Bitcoin at the best possible price. And yeah, just because cryptocurrency YouTube's dead doesn't mean the assets are dead, does it? Not really, no. And I think that's probably a good thing. I think we need to have a bit of a cool. It'd be nice to change it up a bit. Anyways, enjoy. If you want more content from me, jump in Patreon. And yeah, I'll see you again, probably next Wednesday.